Hey guys, welcome to ESET Awaken, the Oracle, and yes, I am ESET. As you can see, my surroundings look a little different. Um, Let me tell you guys, these last few days has been really rough. When I say spiritual warfare, oh, serious. Okay. Of course, you know me. I started doing a read. This is actually my second time trying to do this reading, get this reading out to you guys. This is some information that they really don't want out there. Um, but we gonna get it out there. Um, I realize, I've been attacked heavily because of the things that I said, the truths that I've said, especially when it pertains to me. And a lot of you, like I always say, we're a collective, so a lot of us have been through the same thing, are going through the same thing, um, and hopefully won't be in the future going through the same thing. Um, it ends here. Let's get right to before I go any further, please guys like, share, and subscribe. Liking the video helps get the video out to others so that they can see it. Um, I've been through some really, 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 really rough things. As you can see, my eyes look a little different, right? One looks a little more swollen than the other. One's a little bigger than the other. Um, I believe I've been being attacked, you know. Um, and it's not easy because when you speak your truth, a lot of times why people don't say anything is because you think people don't hear you. You're not heard. Um, which is why I held a lot in for a long time, you know, on top of dealing with these illusions and this magic that they use. So obviously this may be pertaining to me because I am investigating things that happened to me in my life. And also, like I said, some of you guys, you know, um, if something is going on in your life, if something just don't feel right, speak up because it helps the next person. You never know what somebody else is going through. Because of these recent findings and events, I had to leave a whole apartment, which is very hard for me because it took a lot to get to where I was. It wasn't much, but it was mine. But I had some really horrible people trying to affect me and attack me, and I'm tired. I'm not running, I'm standing my ground. I had to change my environment because of the constant attacks being sent at me and things happening to me. And then they use people who work with me who are dark priestess and work for the dark side, obviously dark workers, not light workers, to try to change the narrative and make innocent people look like trash. And those of you should be ashamed of yourself. I'm gonna say it again because I said it before. Especially those of you that are women, you should be ashamed of yourself. Now I've been picking up reads on child African. You know what I mean? If you could get my drift. certain things that I guess YouTube don't like you to say. I'm a little rough around the edges and very real, so I had to view a few other people to realize it's just certain things we don't say and do, you know. However, when it comes to children, people's lives, I mean, so anyway, this is what I got. And I always pull my cards from my deck, my knowledge deck, and then I pull my other little cards that I channeled as well. Um, we gonna do it just like this. I'm gonna pick these up and we'll go bit by bit because I want to make sure to get the whole thing out. So I picked up the first four and I just put them in order. I'm gonna sit them here. Evidently, the people that's attacking me and you possibly is some sort of a group. Um, and the authorities are aware of these people, so they might as well pack it up, you know, and like stop because they will be brought to justice and they will be held accountable for the things that they've done. They've done a lot of this crown magic to try to put confusion. They use a lot of people, that you think are good people. You watching their readings, and they're not. They're a part of this group, very vicious and nasty, and the cycle must end. I've been targeted long enough, and so have many of you. A lot of us that are empath and use our gifts because all of us have intuition. you know, we've been targeted, especially when you have strong natural gifts. But anyway, here we go. Because it's not a rant. This is some real life ish. So, and these people know who I'm speaking to because they know their bank accounts are frozen. A lot of these people came offering false love offers. Do not trust this person. If you're with someone and you'll know love because love feels so real, you'll know genuine love. But if you get that inkling, trust your intuition. If you feel like something ain't right, it might not be right. There are people out here that are very mean, cruel, vicious. There are people out here that will impregnate you or try to get pregnant by you in order to do horrible things with children. Now everybody say get a read, and I do feel like I need to get a read. I'm gonna get a read from someone. But from what I'm seeing, it's horrible, which is why I got on here before and I was like, if I have a child out there, mommy loves you and I got you and I'm coming because what I'm seeing is unacceptable. They'll send people into your life, just like I said, to get you pregnant or get pregnant by you just so that they can steal your energy or get finances for these kids and sell them off to people well off. And while what I'm saying, some people it might be a hard pill to swallow, it is real life. And I am targeted because of it, because of what I'm waking up to, because I know I've been a victim to it. But enough is enough. So these people bank accounts are now frozen because they're being seen. Just like they've targeted some of us, they are now targets. These people may have came to you with false love of offers. Do not trust this person. Use your intuition. Use your discernment. Do the healing work so that you can easily identify these people. First, middle, or last name may begin with an L. Not playing games. So I'm even getting some of these people may look at it like a loss or AKA L, and they're not playing games because now their bank accounts are frozen. But when you talk about children's lives, oh, a mama ain't playing no games. Now, frozen bank accounts had underestimated you. So obviously, some of you guys may have, like me, start speaking up about certain things that happened in your life, and now these people are being identified. I don't know if some of you guys may have platforms, you know, whether it's a podcast, whether it's via YouTube, Instagram, it doesn't matter. You may have spoke about it. You may have had a friend that was a detective or worked for the government in some kind of way, and people started to look into these things. I don't know if some of you guys have recognized that Congress just passed a bill where voted on a bill where people that use fentanyl to drug others now are being seen as terrorists, as they should be, because there've been a lot of good people that was lost behind that. A lot of good people, whether they were healed or not, it shouldn't have been their life. It shouldn't have been their children taken away from them. It shouldn't have been people intercepting mail, trying to drug you so you could look less than, and have a valid reason for these people to take children from mothers who are compassionate, loyal, caring, and giving. It shouldn't be people out there who can throw their magic high, low, side, left, right. It don't matter what kind of magic, and cast confusion over the court system, and cast confusion over your community in order to knock you down, to take. And there have been a lot of people around you guys and me who had a price, who had a price. But justice shall be served. Excuse my list. I happen to love it. It's a part of who I am. So excuse me for that rant. But I know we got some of them in the background. Anyway, this false love offer. Do not trust this person. Some of you guys are being blindsided or have been blindsided by this person or different individuals that came into your life. However, they underestimated you. You were the one who saw through the mask, and they were blindsided on a journey. So this person, first, middle, or last name begins with an L. They may be on en route towards you, and or may have went on some type of trip somewhere because they know their ass is grass, because them bank accounts is frozen. And when it involves children, I don't care what mountain you go run to, how high or low. Even if you run to a country, some of them are running out of the country. If you run to a country where they don't extradite criminals, when it comes to children, I ain't none of that. All ball. Listen, not playing games, nosy. So some of these people, yeah, like I said, maybe traveling towards you because they feel like you being nosy when it pertains to issues like that. Because see, some of the people involved, these some hefty hitters. These are some people in some high positions. It's called illegal adoptions and stuff like that. But it's one thing if you ask someone or someone's really down or someone just ain't a good parent, you still have to have their consent and their permission before you take a child. I don't care how high low your position is. It's wrong. That is the ultimate theft in violation. These people are mad because they broke. A lot of these people, yeah, like I said, they've always had money. They probably had money to throw it around, taking trips, doing this and doing that. But now, because them accounts frozen, they can't do a damn thing. Just like they in a position that they had you. Some of you ain't even know. But shit, most if it's illegal, you didn't know. This people doing magic on people, for negative reasons and having no repercussions. Mm-mm. We need a bill for that too because it's wrong. These people running around drugging people in order to make them look bad. I'm gonna tell you one thing though. I never looked at weed as a bad drug. When I smoked before, I smoked it to raise my frequency. You know, herb grows from the earth, just like a plant. Some plants are edible, and it helps raise your vibration, your frequency, align you with the earth. I never looked at it as a bad thing, you know, unless you abused it. And there was a time where I woke up and smoked all damn day because I didn't realize I was hurt and I was hold on guys, using it as a coping mechanism. I know I heard some noise, so I don't know if people trying to come for me now. But we gonna get through this. Whomever did this to you, maybe in a down low relationship, they may have picked you as a second choice, thinking that they could come back to you because you would be there. So it was like they were playing on your mental. This person may have lied about you doing drugs so that the things that they were doing would go under the radar. This person that's mad because they're broke, they were very materialistic, greedy. This is the same person that underestimated you. You may have begun to realize this person was in a down low relationship because you may have started using sound healing and you knew it was something. People use sound healing for multiple reasons. I know it's been time I've used it because I know I've been under heavy psychic attack, you know, and I've used it to help. So maybe you started to align with the universe and heal certain things about yourself. This person also could have used sound healing to heal their body quickly. This person could also be an empath, highly intuitive. This person may have been trying to hide the fact that they, let's just say, take it how it resonates. If they like men, they use women to hide that they were into men. If they like women, they use men to hide that they were into women. So this person picked you as a second choice, thinking that they had you wrapped around their finger, they can come back around to you. This person may have did voodoo on your reproductive system or magic, any type of magic. It doesn't have to just be voodoo. It could be santeria. It can be whatever. They've done it on your reproductive system. Maybe to get you pregnant, maybe to make you lose pregnancies, maybe to make it appear if you was pregnant. Maybe it was to also, like for some women, especially if they're going to take a baby from you, they'll do it to make you not have that maternal instinct, not be, you won't notice. So if you're a woman that carries large, you may carry small. If you're a woman that, or you may just not notice the change. Some women get periods when they're pregnant. Some women don't, but they may bring forth a period, so you won't know. You won't have that maternal instinct, so that they can take your kid from you. If you're a person that, like I was before, I don't drink or smoke now, and I don't do anything. But if you did smoke or weed or whatever, they may have laced it with other drugs so that they can get away with saying that you were doing drugs. Drama. This person wanted to create drama, bring you drama. They may have even accused you of causing drama because you were a drug addict or something like that. They may have told others to align with their story, their narrative of you when it was a lie. They may have said you mad because you broke. They may have called you materialistic. This could also be a person that you may have blocked. You have now on a no call zone. This same person could be a person that maybe worked jobs here and there because they were sourcing other individuals that they can uh, take from or hurt. They may have quit a dead end job because they really didn't need the money. They were hiding who they truly were. This person could have did breakup spells on your relationships, and not just intimate relationships, relationships with your friends, with your family. It's just like what a narcissist does. They'll take away, or an abusive person does. They'll take you out of your element, meaning, let's move here, babe. Or I got a job here, let's move here. Once they get you isolated, isolation, that's what I was looking for. They'll isolate you so that you won't have family, you won't have friends, you won't have any connection or contact with mainly anyone from the outside world. They won't want you to have love. This person wanted to take everything from you. Now, this person that you could have blocked, um, the card we got for that was insanity. So, because this person is being seen for who they are, um, meaning maybe the authorities are on them, they may have pled insanity, they may have tried to call you crazy. Quit a dead end job, rat chick. So, this person, maybe you spoke out, um, about this, about a job. Maybe you spoke out about racism. Maybe you spoke out about just some type of injustice at work. What they call it, whistleblower. So they may have looked at you or called you a rat chick or a rat dude. Take it how it resonates. For did breakup spells on your relationships, take the lead. So as we already see, this was like some type of group organization where they were, I guess, tag teaming in, trying to affect people, you, me, their victims. These same people running around here trying to play victim when they dead wrong. This person that wanted to take everything from you was verbally abusive. So meaning they wanted to lower your frequency basically. They wanted to traumatize you mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, financially. And their choice was verbal abuse. So if they could beat you down and run you down with their words, which is magic, a form of magic. Like I said, this person may have called you crazy, or people may have thought this person was crazy the way that they spoke at you, to you. They may have sent one person in, and that was that person's way to deal with you. And we sort of take the lead. Another person, like, no, maybe we need to use a softer approach, you know? Hmm, I don't want it to fall. Okay, we have, all right, I'll put the four up. Trying to bring endings in your life, attempting to get you to put your guard down. Use your birth certificate, social security card, or ID, and there may be a chance to meet and play nice. I'm going to move these up here so that I can see these cards fully. Um, these people try to bring endings in your life. Like I said, try to affect you mentally, emotionally, physically, uh, financially, mainly, because that was like, I guess, their main way to force you into a negative mindset, a lack mindset, maybe re traumatize you so that you'll start using drugs. Even if some of you guys may have used drugs before, they wanted to reintroduce those old traumas so that their story could stick. Oh, this person don't know what they're talking about. They're high out their mind. Oh, this person is a hoe. She sleeps with everyone, or he sleeps with everyone. This person said yes when they said no, or never even know you asked, or you never asked. Just putting it out there. I would never give any of my children away, whether it was one, two, three, four, five, or six. or however many. Yeah, by bringing these endings, they thought that they would be able to get you to bring your guard down so that they can weasel their way back into your life and continue poisoning you, whether that was mentally, verbally, you know, uh, literally. These people may have used your birth certificate, social security card, or ID, you know, in order to obtain funds, in order to, um, shit, they could have used it for anything, any type of fraud, anything that they may have needed it for, pretending to be you in any matter, way, shape, or form. There may be a chance meeting, play nice. So it's like these people were working with each other, and so let's just say, like what happened with me, um, someone sent one of the people they were working with, who happened to be an ex of theirs or current or whatever, to work with me at my job in order to attack me and affect me in that way. So they may have told that person or whomever around you, play nice when you meet this person. And or these people are so used to scamming and scheming, maybe amongst the group they were meeting others. You know, a lot of these groups, they'll play those sex games and stuff like that. So if, you know, to trick this person, if they're sleeping with this person and that person, play nice, you know, stuff like that. Also, there were people that they had to have some sort of a intimate relationship with you, you know, and you were meeting their actual partner, you know, stuff like that. Trying to bring in endings in your life, Shango. So a lot of these people, like we already spoke about magic, um, but they've used it. Some of them may be a part of this Shango cult. There's a group. I had looked it up, and we're gonna go over it again because the last one I did, they was trying to heavily block it, and it's so funny. I had went outside, and I saw a pickup truck, and I put my phone on dial because I was about to dial 911, and it's like all of a sudden it flick out. My phone don't flick out. What is my phone flicking out for? So obviously they're using devices, technical means. So you know what we dealing with. Okay, so this Shango called. Hold on, guys. It's a religion based on a Yoruba people worship of Shango, the god of thunder, lightning, and justice. The cult is practiced in Nigeria and Trinidad and is also found in other parts of America. Um, they hold initiations, you know, where these people are put into a trance or whatever. Um, when they're in these trance states, they do these rituals. They invite spirits to possess them, and it usually controls their movements and whatnot. But if a person is of low frequency, what they're going to be possessed with is a lower frequency entity. Um, the Shango cult was important in the political and religious system of Oyo. Um, so a lot of these people uh, may feel more superior and like supreme beings to everyone else. You know, Shango was feared for his destructive powers, but he was brave and he also was fair. Is many different systems that use um, that Shango was associated with. Also, even in Santeria, they use Chango, you know, which is a similar god to Shango. A lot of these people that use invoke Shango, um, they invoke him for tyranny or destructive purposes. You know, so usually they'll group up in like four or six or whatever, and it's hard to say. Um, these people that have went to the extreme with this, um, Spirit is saying, say it, have forced themselves on others in groups, and especially women who they planned on taking their children from them. They've grouped up on them to make it appear that these women are prostitutes or whores or whatever you want to call it, in order to have some sort of an advantage. And these people have money. Like I said, a lot of people in your community, family, friends, have been bought by these people in order for them to have access to do horrible things. Attempting to get you to put your guard down, locked in a basement. Okay. Now, my thing is this: I've been crying out to the police because I felt like my son was in trouble. My son is 25 years old, and I believe they convinced him to join this cult and or may have forced him. And he is currently locked in a basement, and I have begged and pleaded with authorities to look into it. Of course, when I called, my son said he was fine. But however, if anyone's being held hostage, if anyone is trying to protect their mother, and I know because I've been that kid before where I was violated and I didn't say anything for a very long time. But to attempt to get me to be quiet, these people had my kid locked in a basement, and I do need help like now. I went to two different police stations, one outside of the city that I was living in. But once again, these are people with money that wanted to shut me up. I believe they may have tried to pay him and told him to take care of me, and he used it for whatever reasons or whatever he was going through and didn't do as they said. And my son is locked in a basement and I need help. Use your birth card, social security card, ID. Move out the way. So basically, they didn't need my consent. If they had the pertinent documents or whatever they needed, they may have forced their way in and took it. Like I said, if they're these people got money, they got guns, they got means. I need like you think I don't know, spirit be talking. Spirit talk to me and through me. And I try to reach out to these people. And I don't blame no kid for being afraid, for being scared. But it's not right, y'all. My son, he can do what he want to do. I love him. And I'm going to make this quick because I need to get this done. You know, he can do what he want to do. He can love who he want to love. Young, old, it don't matter. He was dealing with an older woman. My son's 25. The woman told me she's 51. Okay. I have no problem. I'm not petty, you know, but it just was odd to me. It was odd to me. And then you go from one apartment to the next apartment to the townhouse thing next door, and it has a basement. And my son played the part so well, but something is wrong. It could even be one of your kids, but someone is locked in the basement by this Shango call. Mechanic. So there may be a chance meeting, play nice with this mechanic somewhere, some way, somehow. This mechanic is involved. Um, Maybe there was a mechanic that was you were dealing with that was verbally abusive towards you. Maybe there was a mechanic that they moved out the way. Maybe that was your person. You never, who knows? Maybe this mechanic was a part of this Shango call. Who they work in my head? I'm getting a slight headache now, but I'm gonna get this message out. Um, Excuse me, spiritual birth. Maybe these people might have reached out to someone, a priestess or practitioner that's involved with the Shango cult, because they're very powerful. Um, there was a robbery. Like I said, maybe they tried to pay someone off to be quiet, you know, not say anything, but it didn't pan out the way that they thought. CPS got involved. Maybe these people tried to say that these children, were There's maybe because these people came for you, um, you spoke up about your funds missing or whatever. Now that they started investigating these people's lives, CPS may have got involved in their lives. Um, Sleeping with women and men for somewhere to stay. They may have said that about you, and or that's what some of these people are doing because now, like I said, the accounts are frozen. They may have children locked in a basement somewhere. COVID is a spiritual sickness that manifests into the 3D pestilence. So, it's a spiritual sickness, one for one. So when people do voodoo to get you sick, and what it usually may manifest as a something like COVID. It won't be a little house cold. You might get a cold, if it just gave you that pat on the back. They may have because you spoke up or you knew um, about something. They may have spiritually uh, wished COVID on you, and you got sick from it. Some of these people may right now be going through COVID because it's something right now. God is returning all that shit to sender. Like I said, some of these people may have tried to say you were sleeping with men and women for somewhere to stay. They may have tried to say if they've used um, family members or like via your children. They may, like I said, may be older. They may have said that this person's sleeping with men and women for somewhere to stay. You know, maybe they wish COVID on this person. Hesitation. So you may have, like I said, you may have spoke up about your accounts. I mean, some type of money, some type of funds. Um, and at first there was some sort of hesitation in order to react. People didn't really. They're like, what? And they were doing voodoo over the justice system. They were doing, confusion spells and chaos spells and all types of stuff. CPS got involved. These people lied on you to free themselves. So a lot of you, like I said, may not have been aware that you've had children. A lot of you may have been aware, and maybe you were at a point where you were getting high and drinking and whatnot. It still doesn't give anyone a right to take what's yours from you, unless you are, you know, um, at risk of harming yourself and others. Sleeping with women and men for somewhere to stay. These people wanted you involved with their mess. So they, like I said, they probably tried to lie on you and say that's what you were doing, you know. And maybe the proper people looked into it and saw that you were a person that were living in your purpose in your north node. That's what I couldn't get out earlier. I went blank, but in your north node, even if you may have had a past, you are a different person today than you were 5 years ago, a year ago, hell, a week ago. Studying you to take your ideas, life, gifts. So a lot of these people were studying you. They may have sent COVID to take your life. They may have sent you spiritual sicknesses so that they can cipher your gifts from you. They may have tried to take your gifts because they said you were being a bit too nosy. They may have tried to use other incidents in your other traumatic situations you went through in your life as a way to say this person has a pattern. These people are very nasty and vicious. And like I said, I know I started speaking up. I know they may have said, oh, she's a rat chick, and I need help. I'm reaching out. All is not well with my son. I don't care what he say. These people are very vicious, and they do this trance shit and possess people. I tried to talk to him. I had to run. I offered for him to come. And everyone could look at certain things a certain way, but I know I've probably done things being under heavy witchcraft, especially before I woke up. Well, all is not well. I've heard them making noise out there. I know they know I'm out here. I heard them making noise out there, banging already, trying to, I guess, intimidate me. But I'm going to get this message out one way or the other. I hope this message helps wake some of you guys up, and I hope that we can get the help that we need urgently, quickly. I'm not looking for no accolades. I'm not looking for no attention. I'm speaking truth. I've been victimized enough and I'm not being heard. So if something happens to my child, it is really on your heads.